to it. Trying to get a turnover due. Grimaldi shoots it from the left wing wall. Through the circle to the right of their goaltender Reimer. Off the boards. Held into the right point by Anaheim. Chase for the puck there. And the Ducks spinning after it. Shagel. Young forward for the Anaheim Ducks on the ice. Get it back out high. Chance now for Axel Anderson to float it behind the net. Up the wall. A little pinch there by the Ducks' Charles Cote. Cote playing with Anderson on that third portion of the defensive pairs. Mahura and Hines, Zellweger and Shattenkirk, the other pair on the blue line for Dallas Eakins tonight. Puck fed in by San Jose, an immediate change there. Puck played up the ice by Anaheim. 15:22 to go in the first period. You're still trying to thaw out from those two quick goals by San Jose. Let the Ducks settle in, and next goal here be pretty important, I would think. Down the ice, here come the Sharks. They fire it ahead. Marc-Edouard Vlasic now in front. A shot by Reedy, who has one of the two early goals. That went wide. Now out near the blue line. Puck is fought for on the right wing side. Over there for the Anaheim Ducks, trying to do something, get it out. Justin Kirkland, another new name in the Ducks camp. Puck played out high for Vlasic, playing with Ferraro on that deep air. Shot from the point, right pad kick out by Stolarz, sent outside the zone and then kicked back in by the Anaheim Ducks' Hunter Drew.
Yeah, the Sharks with a very heavy edge here in scoring chances.
14 and a half to go in this first period. San Jose with two quick ones, a lead by a 2-0 count if you just joined us. Sharks turn the puck over at the Anaheim line. Here comes the youngster drafted this year. Gaucher goes in at a forecheck and lays a pretty big hit on Nick Bonino behind the net, but the Sharks go after it. Tossed it down, sent in deep by Luke Cunnin. That's a dangerous line. Gregor, by the way, scored the first goal if you just joined us. Two quick ones have them on top. Back for it, the Sharks. Artem Guriev, young defenseman. He's big though, 6'4", 220, just 19 years of age. Turnover, little backhand shot there by the Ducks. Max Jones flipped it wide. Back of the point, here's Anderson, little fake, moving down the left wing side. Stops to make a play out for Jones. That shot tipped by the San Jose defense. Knocked down in front by Derek Pouliot. Puck to the corner. Big chance here for Anaheim to set it in front for Max Jones. Battles hard, double teamed, and behind the Shark goaltender Reimer. Puck comes back to the point. Anderson now, shot fired by the Ducks. Pablo Regendo is one of the top players we saw the other day in Tucson. Save Reimer, a little brouhaha developing in front of the net, and the officials very quick to step in to break that up. So 13:26 to play. I believe we're due a timeout here. We'll make sure that happens. As they're still separating the teams, it's just happened. So, shots on goal. They have those, I believe, wrong up on the board, but we'll check it out. The score we know is true. 2-0 San Jose. And we're coming back with more after this. Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream. Powered by TuneIn.
Yeah, the shots they're not even putting them up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've got 2 goals, so.
Wow. Oh. All right, start getting some of these spots in. Jeez. Welcome back to SAP Center in San Jose, California. Steve Kerr along with Dan Wood. Puck is bounced to the point. Zellweger couldn't hang on to it there, and the Sharks will break in. Coming across the line, a centering feed, and a shot kicked out by Stolarz. On a big scoring opportunity there, in tight by Andrew Agozzino. Puck sent out of the zone to center ice. Here's San Jose tossing it in deep. Will chase the puck down. Anaheim will break it up the left wing side. Here's Rocco Grimaldi at his own line, tossing it high to the air. Down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against Anaheim.
Well, Steve, before that media timeout, the Ducks had their best shift of the game in the San Jose zone, and it all was created by a strong forecheck from Max Jones, who stole the puck in front of the San Jose net. It led to a lengthy Anaheim possession, and that's the type of thing that Max Jones can do. It will be great to have him back in the lineup. We talked about Silverberg and Grant needing to stay healthy. So too does Max Jones, who missed virtually all of last season.
Yep. I'm really hoping that we see a healthy Max Jones this year. I think he can be a really critical part of this hockey club, and I know he wants to be back. You know how bad that is. Here comes a shot, and that's wide, headed towards Stolarz, kicked away by the Anaheim defenseman. Mahura will chase down Gregor. Up on the far side, they do battle. In his cutting off to Bonino, he turned it over, and Hunter Drew will tap it, but not out. Held into the blue line and sent in deep, Hunter in pursuit of it. Ducks go after it. Trying to make play was the youngster Justin Kirkland. Gets some help from Tyson Hines. Up the right wing side. Puck kicked free. Chopped out of the zone. A race for it. Glenn Gaudin, who used to be property of the Calgary Flames. Now in Anaheim, participating in this preseason game in San Jose. On the ice, looks like Dallas Eakinzo about to make a line change. Just a moment when they get a chance. Here's Josh Mahura at his own end. Sharks 2 and the Ducks nothing. 11:48 to play, first period. Here's Silverberg moving in. Going to make a play up the right wing side. A delayed penalty coming up to San Jose. They pull the goaltender Stolarz. Comtois gets it out high. San Jose will touch the puck. That's Nico Sturm. Clear it down. But down 2-0, Dan. A chance for Anaheim to get back in the game on special teams.
Yeah, definitely a good development for the Ducks here, as they will get the game's first power play. And Anaheim did score a power play goal on Sunday in Arizona. In fact, it was Isaac Lundestrom with the game winner. Young Sharks defenseman. Actually, I'm not sure who the penalty's on, because the scoreboard has a number 2 up there, and unless I'm mistaken, they don't have a number 2. So,
yeah, I'll be honest, I've been thrown off about 3 or 4 times.
Okay, it's 82.
Yeah.
It's Artem Guriev who took the holding penalty. So maybe they'll get that straight. They certainly don't have the shots on goal straight, but it's preseason for everyone.
Yeah, maybe the player said, hey, I don't want my name up there, my number. I just committed a mistake. Here's a chance to shoot. Zellweger right on. Glove save, rebound. Puck cleared away, but they blew the whistle. And one of the young players that I was impressed with in the rookie tournament and playing in the lineup tonight is this Zellweger kid. And I'm going to try to focus on him a lot tonight. I really like this young man.
Well, he has a world of talent, Steve. There's no question. He basically just blew through the Western Hockey League last year, playing for Everett, second-round pick by the Ducks in 2021. And he's a guy that the Ducks have a lot of high hopes for.
Well, the Anaheim Ducks on a JMG power play and a chance to get on the board, cut the lead in half. Let's see how the power play reacts this time up the ice. Zellweger crossing the line, flips it over to Silverberg, out with Grimaldi. And the Anaheim Ducks also with Glenn Gaudin out there participating in the play with Max Comtois. Zellweger over to Silverberg, moving down the right wing side. Checked away as they tried to make a move to the high slot, and it was tipped down the ice by Sturm's hockey stick. Comtois will come in, tap it in left wing. The Sharks PK unit trying to dig it free and move it up and out of the zone. Comtois in there digging for it. Sharks get it, and the puck is sent all the way down by Stephen Lawrence.
And the Ducks now getting a full personnel change with another power play group.
So the JMG power play continues. Ducks trying to get on the board first time tonight. Here's a chance now to set it up out high. Kevin Shattenkirk quarterbacking this particular aspect of it. Back near the blue line, high slot, feeds it over. Out high, half board now, comes to Kevin, a shot. That's deflected out high and tipped wide off the stick of Gaucher. Picked up by the Ducks with 16 seconds left on the power play. Puck is centered in front of the net. Ducks, Josh Lopina back out. Shattenkirk then a drive, save, rebound, backhand shot, Regenda, and Reimer got a piece of that one. Ducks have a little bit of time left, not much. 2-1 as Shattenkirk shoots. Stuffed by Reimer's pad. Sharks have killed it off. Ducks have a chance. Center it. Oh, and a centering feed. Regenda just deflected the pass wide.
Yeah, Lopina with a nice look there, getting the puck in front. Regenda just couldn't quite finish.
Here's San Jose dumping it in after killing it up. But hey, I tell you, Anaheim had some nice opportunities there, I thought.
Yeah, late in that power play, the Ducks looked really good.
Puck at center ice, sent in by the Sharks from the red line. Off of Stolarz, here's Josh Mahura. He has spent some time, of course, in the past with the Anaheim Ducks. Opportunity for the Sharks to come in, make a play, get the puck, trying the center, back out high it comes to Derek Pouliot. Now on the right wing side for Andrew Agozzino. He was trying to make a play in front of Stolarz, blocked away. Anaheim breaks in, a shot from a bad angle is whistle wide. Chagall let that one go. 8:38 to play in the first period. 2-0 lead for San Jose. Steve Carroll, Dan Wood from the SAP Center. Hope you're enjoying a Ducks preseason hockey. More tomorrow night from Honda Center as Arizona comes to town. 7 o'clock game. Puck fired wide. Now Anaheim scoots it after it. Glenn Gaudinier retrieves it. Knocked away the puck by Derek Pouliot. And he'll play it to his partner, Ryan Merkley. Merkley stands for help. Two Sharks players, Gregor one in particular coming back, Nick Bonino the other, but instead of getting it to those two, fires it through the neutral zone, and the Ducks let it go. This will be an icing call against San Jose.
Well, the countdown to the return of Ducks hockey begins with the Ascent. Let's fly together with the Ducks as we gear up for our home opener at Honda Center on October 12th when the Seattle Kraken will be in town. We have a jam-packed schedule of events planned. Check out the complete list at anaheimducks.com/theascent.
From the face-off, the Sharks, who broke on top with 2 early goals, if you just joined us, make a move into the Anaheim zone, only to have it broken up that time by Charles Cote. Ducks 2-on-1 break now. Shot, score! Hunter Drew with a one-timer after a really nice pass setup from the other side of the net. And the Ducks are on the board for the first time, have cut the Shark lead down to 2-1.
Hunter Drew wasted no time unleashing that one-timer from the left wing faceoff dot after receiving the pass. And Hunter Drew gives the Ducks some life here, pulling Anaheim within 2-1. Drew, a 6th-round pick in the 2018 draft by the Ducks, got into a couple of games with Anaheim last season. Spent most of the year with San Diego, but good start for that young man.
Yeah, nice shot there. Front, and the Ducks get right back in it after kind of a rusty start. San Jose's Marc-Edouard Vlasic, boy, he's been here a long time. Drops it off to Jacob Megna, now in his own zone, tossing it down the ice. Race for the puck, and Zellweger with a nice defensive play in a fight for the puck with the local guy from Southern California, Matt Nieto. Puck fired in, Zellweger in, shoots up high. Reimer made the stop, puck bounced off his equipment. Back out Grimaldi, fires it into the corner, and San Jose will get to it first in front of their own bench to the right of their head coach. Out to center, Gaucher looks for a pass. Nathan Gaucher moving in. On top of him, Marc-Edouard Vlasic fell on top. San Jose will get the puck and move it to center ice, and they'll toss it in from the neutral zone. Gregor going in after it, and the Ducks fire it up on the left wing side, but can't get it all the way out. Here's the youngster Ryan Merkley getting it in behind the net. Max Verino, another youngster playing for San Jose tonight in the preseason game. Silverberg with it now, moving in behind the net, centers it, and the pass broken up before it got to Nathan Gaucher in front. 6.5 to go, first period. Sharks break in, drop pass, and no one there except Max Comtois. And he beat Daniil Gushchin to the puck. Meanwhile, the Sharks in the midst of a player change. Far side of the rink, dumped it in behind Stolarz. And Josh Mahura will slowly break out to his own line. Feed Max Jones in on right wing. I think Derek Grant might have been ahead of the play there by a stride. So that one whistled down offside. We have a timeout coming. 6:08 to play in the first period. Sharks 2 and the Ducks 1. And you're listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Nathan Gaucher and Justin Kirkland with the assists on the Hunter Drew goal. That has pulled the Ducks within 2-1. The goal coming at 12:16 of the first period. Gaucher, a first-round pick in this year's draft, with a nice setup pass. Hunter Drew, the one-timer from the left wing dot. Gaucher, who played right wing in his preseason debut Sunday in Tucson. Tonight, centering Kirkland and Drew.
Here's a shot. Max Jones right in front of Reimer, who was down on his seated position, but had a player in front to help block that close-in shot. And Anaheim will regroup at center ice, and Axelson will shoot it in. Offside. Hey, just a note to a very special person. Ruth Woody, broadcasting. Oh, man, what a job they've done in the past, what they're doing now. She's helping manage our stream from Arizona the other night, and she's going to be involved in every game. But we just wanted to give a special shout out, and believe me, Ruth, you're going to hear your name a lot more than just this, but thank you. She's a great partner of the Ducks, and also our broadcast department, Joey Liberatori, and keep up the good work. It's nice working with your group. All right, Anaheim back behind the goal of Stolarz. Puck kept in briefly, now a steal. Anaheim breaks up the ice, and a shot fired up high and off the glass by Gaudin. Now Mahura and that group can't keep the puck in. It's San Jose moving the puck into the Anaheim zone. Racing after it, Kevin Shattenkirk. Oh, what a move he made on the far side of the rink with a big hit there on Verano.
Yeah, Shattenkirk not exactly known for that, but hey, why not?
Hey, why not? I'm guessing Verano, next time we see Shattenkirk coming, will be extra careful. Meanwhile, play whistle down in the Anaheim zone, and the quick moving period has 4:57 left in it, and you know they got another break coming up, and I think they're going to take it now, so we will too. Be back in just a flash. You're listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn. Steve Carroll, Dan will be joined by our buddy Josh Brewster coming up the first period intermission. Have some topics to discuss with him. And if you missed any of this, join us late. Of course, we'll have a recap before we go to period 2. Ducks fell behind early if you just joined us and got a big goal here recently to put themselves right back into the contest. San Jose comes to center, and Merkley will shoot it wide of the net. A little bouncing puck. Stolarz will whip it to Zellweger over to the other side. He's paired with Mahura on this shift. Regenda with Comtois and Grant playing up front for this shift. Here comes Mahura. Off to Hines now. Off the bench, Tyson Hines with it. Works it back out high, and that puck deflected off Mahura's stick, but he did a good job holding it in. Goes off on another D-pair change. Time for that. Meanwhile, San Jose will break out, led by Scott Reedy. And again, he has one of their 2 goals. And the 1-goal advantage is because of that. Here's Stolarz behind his net for Hines. Up ahead on right wing. A lead pass for Grimaldi failed to connect from inside the Anaheim zone. Sharks regroup here. Again, a very small crowd for this preseason game in Sharkland. You know, during the regular season, though, this place will be hopping when the Ducks and the Sharks play a game. Out of the zone. Here comes Anaheim breaking out. Josh Lopina up ahead now. Big opportunity for Figel to make a play. He was checked, and San Jose will drop it down the ice. And here come the Ducks, led by Cote. He's met at center ice. Puck knocked away by Lawrence. Picked up by Anaheim, and out to center they come. Little toss in by Figel. Played by San Jose. It looks like things have settled down just a little bit from that early beginning of this game. Back for it. Here is Anderson trying to make a play and clear the puck, and he does so. Gets the job done up to Silverberg at center. Getting in the way of his forward progress in the neutral zone was Nico Sturm. Then the puck is kicked free off Shattenkirk, who had to go off his skate to center. And the Ducks are there to make a play to the San Jose line. It's broken up. And here come the Sharks. They move in a shot, and that's blocked. Taken by Gustian, the young player up front for San Jose. Puck is battled for in the corner.
So, Steve, if there were 2 Ducks in the corner with Gustian, would it be Duck, Duck, Gustian?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I got to write that down. I'm going to use that later on if these 2 teams play together. There's a score. And speaking of Mr. Gustian, he just scored a goal in front of Anthony Stolarz to give San Jose their original 2-goal lead, 3-1, and man, that happened in a big-time hurry.
Yeah, sorry I said anything, given the result with the goal by Gustian that makes it 3-1 for the Sharks. Anaheim here unable to sort things out in front. Gustian stationed on the right side, able to beat Stolarz from close range, and the Sharks have beaten Anthony Stolarz 3 times in the opening 1746.
You know, like the Ducks and their development and players that we might see a lot of in the future, I'll tell you, San Jose's got a handful of them too. And some of them aren't even in their lineup tonight, but you can put together a list of 7 or 8 that maybe have an opportunity, if not at season start, to see some time with this organization. And so they are building for the future. They have maybe a further way to go than we do. That'd be my opinion. But we'll see how that develops. Meanwhile, a face-off coming up to the left of the San Jose netminder, James Reimer.
Max Verano with the lone assist on the Gustian goal at 17:46.
Here's a shot right off the face-off. Regenda's shot blocked at the point. Zellweger held it in. Big pile up on the far side. Zellweger, by the way, playing with Shattenkirk in the defensive pair here late in the period, which has 1:48 to go in it. Little block there off Marc-Edouard Vlasic's skate. Hunter Drew there on the forecheck, winds up with the puck. A pinch by Zellweger on the half wall near side, run into by Mario Ferraro. Now a big battle behind the net. Big fight there. Kristen Robbins for San Jose trying to push it up the boards, does, but not out. Nice little deke. Here's Zellweger in, shoots. Oh, and he blasted that one wide, and it goes out of play. Say, did you know that switching to Mercury Insurance could save you hundreds? Get a free quote today at mercuryinsurance.com to see just how much you can save. Welcome back, Mercury Insurance, one of our many great sponsors on the Ducks broadcast this season.
Now, Steve, that's a tough goal to give up because the Ducks had seemingly stabilized, cut into the early 2-0 deficit, but now, as you said, they find themselves down a pair once again.
Oh, a face-off coming up, and to take it for the Ducks, Chagall. And he got it back to Maher, who drives in on left wing, looks to pass, does in front off the right pad of Reimer. Then a rebound try by Rocco Grimaldi was stopped, and now the Sharks move it to center ice. Tip it in, little collision there between two number 73s. Gregor for them, Chagall for Anaheim. There's the announcement here. 1 minute left first period. Sharks by 2. See if the Ducks can cut into it before the horn sounds to end the first period. Played at center ice and then knocked in by Anaheim's Lapina. And I believe they got a penalty coming up here against San Jose. We'll see. Or is it against Anaheim? It's against Anaheim, I believe, for a high stick, but I'm not for certain.
Yeah, it is a high stick, Steve, and the Ducks are going to be shorthanded for the first time tonight. Anaheim had a power play earlier. Lopina got his stick up there near the Sharks' blue line, and he'll sit for 2 minutes or less.
So, penalty kill time for the Anaheim Ducks. And late in the period, certainly you don't want to give up anything like a goal at this particular stage of the hockey game.
Ducks faced 2 power play chances Sunday against Arizona, and we're 2 for 2 on the PK.
All right. As always, last year, this year, penalty kill presented by Holy Guacamole. America's #1 selling guacamole and avocado dips. Making me hungry. I wish this period was over with to go find some of that. Puck played by Max Comtois, chipped in on right wing, and back for it is Luke Cunningham.
Steve, interesting to see Max Comtois on the penalty killing unit. Obviously, it's preseason. A lot of guys not in the lineup, but that's not something we're accustomed to seeing Comtois do, kill penalties.
Yep. Here's a puck at the point. Held in by Ferraro. For Nick Bonino, 12 seconds left in the period. Again, the Sharks on a power play. A Holy Guacamole PK for Anaheim in progress. Puck thrown in front from Cunningham. Intended there in front of the net for Gushchin. Now another shot. Stolarz is saved there on a close-in opportunity off the stick of Gushchin, who was very impressive there in the last 3 or 4 minutes of the period. The horn sounds, and Dan, the Sharks skate off with a 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, they sure do, Steve. The Ducks have some work to do here tonight. Anaheim falling down at 2-0 before the game was 2 minutes old. And then after the Hunter Drew goal at 12:16, San Jose gets another one from Gushchin at 17:46. So the Ducks down a pair.
All right, one family-made vodka. Made with 100% non-GMO grain and crafted to be exceptionally smooth. Perfect to prepare quality cocktails like the Kettle One Martini or Kettle One Bloody Mary. For more cocktail ideas, visit KettleOne.com and drink marvelously. We have our first period intermission show. It's right around the corner. We'll be joined shortly here by Josh Brewster, the third member of our broadcast crew all season long. And then we'll have a quick recap of the first period in case you missed it. So hang on. We're coming right back to San Jose. Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by Tunic. We haven't said anything to Josh about what we're doing.
Yeah, I
okay,
told
did.
him.
Okay, great. Okay, you did. Okay, good. All right. All right.
Let me just give you a count. That's going to be about the level they're at right there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Welcome back. SAP Center in San Jose. Steve Carroll, Dan Wood. We're going to be joined here in just a second by Mr. Josh Brewster. But want to remind you that our first and second period intermissions tonight and all season long brought to you by UCI Health. For patients, beating cancer means everything. That's why at UCI Health we stop at nothing to prevent and to cure cancer and to save lives. Learn more at ucihealth.org/stop at nothing. So we bring in our buddy Josh Brewster, and we'll talk a little bit more about the second period in just a minute or two, but I want to get through some topics with Josh. First of all, how are you doing, big guy? All right, we're going to get some insight from you, and we're going to start with a young defenseman of the Anaheim organization, Axel Andersson, seeing some action tonight. What do you have on him? Yeah, you're right about one thing. I'm kind of impressed with the number of the young people we have back there on the blue line. And I'll tell you something, maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to see some good young hockey players, aren't you? I mean, as part of this defense, along with perhaps a guy like Axel Andersson. Yep. You know, this next topic that we're going to talk about, I was just thinking about Max Comtois on the way over here today to the SAP Center in San Jose, and just how important this guy could be to the Anaheim Ducks if we can get him back scoring some goals, being one of the scoring leaders on the team like he was 2 years ago in that short season. Is this a big year for a guy like him in your mind? Yep. Yeah, you know, I always thought in the little bit I knew about him and then saw him play and putting up the numbers he did a couple years ago, that here's a guy that's probably capable of scoring 20 to 30 goals on an every year basis, maybe even more, and then really solidify maybe a spot on one of the top two lines. All right, we're all rooting for Jakob Silfverberg. Tough break last year with the injury, and he's been able to score some goals. We know about his defensive prowess on the ice. Boy, will it be nice to have this guy in the Ducks lineup and to stay healthy for the year. All right, got about 90 seconds here, and that should get us some information on a guy that's caught my eye, Josh. Owen Zellweger. I think he's got a bright future. How about you? All right. Hey, it's good to hear from you. I know we'll be doing this throughout the preseason and then hear a lot more from you once we get the regular season underway. Keep up the good work, and let's all pull for a come from behind a preseason win, huh? Yes, it is. You work for free too, though? Oh, okay. Well, I'll remember that too. All right. Don't send me the bill. All right. Thanks a lot, Josh. You're listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Smart speakers, and even in-car entertainment systems. That way, your favorite audio and your favorite sports are chart-topping banger in the best way to bring good vibes to your day. And on TuneIn's Today's Hits, we've always got our finger on the pulse of what's hot in music. Like the latest tracks from Dua Lipa, Harry Styles, Bad Bunny, and so many more. Soundtracking your day with a full selection of Today's Hits. So check out TuneIn, the app that lets you hear your world.
After one period at SAP Center in San Jose, the San Jose Sharks own a 3-1 lead over the Anaheim Ducks. Sharks broke from the gates quickly tonight, getting the game's first goal just 19 seconds after the opening faceoff. Noah Gregor with that one, and then at the 1:56 mark, Scott Reedy made it 2-0 Sharks. Anaheim responded with a goal from Hunter Drew at 12:16. Drew converting a nice feed from rookie Nathan Gaucher to get the Ducks back in the game, but then San Jose regained its 2-goal advantage at the 17:46 mark. Daniil Gushchin with that goal, so the Ducks down by a 3-1 count. In the first period, San Jose outshot Anaheim 11-7. Each team with one power play opportunity. Ducks did not score on theirs. The Sharks will have a minute 10 seconds remaining on the power play when the second period begins. Individually, Gushchin, one of San Jose's 3 goal scorers, has a game-high 4 shots on goal for the Ducks. The only player with more than 1 shot, defenseman Olin Zellweger, whom Steve Carroll and Josh Brewster talked about during our earlier first intermission segment. Zellweger with 2 shots on goal. Ducks out-hitting the Sharks 11-6. Rookie defenseman Tyson Hines with 3 hits for the Ducks. That leads everyone. And the Ducks also did pretty well in the face-off circles, won 10 of 19 draws. Derek Grant back in action after missing the final 3 games last season with a broken collarbone, and Josh Lopina each going 3-1 in the face-off circles. Lopina, a 4th-round draft pick in 2021, who played college hockey at UMass Amherst, got a taste of the pro game at San Diego late last season. He's known for being a good face-off guy, and certainly he lived up to that reputation in the first period. We'll go to period number 2. Ducks looking to respond after falling down 3-1. The second period comes up next. You are listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
We're looking forward to seeing Adam Henrique here shortly, hopefully, in preseason. Looking forward to his contributions during the regular season as well. Steve Carroll, Dan Wood. Just spent some time with Josh Cruiser. Glad to have him back, and we're sitting their way in the second period here from San Jose, the SAP Center. Sharks 3, Ducks 1, and see if the Ducks can get back in this one. Preseason game number 2 after the win the other day against Arizona. We'll see them tomorrow night at Honda Center, 7 o'clock, 6:50 on the air here on the Ducks Train. Puck play behind the net of Anthony Stolarz, and Mahura drops it all the way down, and the Sharks will go back after it. Remember, there's this thing called penalty time still up on the board, winding down for the final 17-18 seconds. A late first period penalty assessed to Anaheim. So the Sharks trying to take advantage of that. Merkley fires the puck behind the net. Ducks go back to get it, but can't clear it all the way out. Held in at the point right in front of the Sharks players' bench. San Jose goes back out high. A fake of a shot. Merkley has it, shoots it. And that bounced off his teammate in front of the net. That was Steven Lawrence. Penalty over with. Ducks have killed it off. The holy guacamole penalty kill successful.
Yeah, good job there by the Ducks. They still, however, are hemmed in their own zone. They need to get the puck out.
Yeah, digging hard, trying to do just that. Sturm try to keep it in, along with Lawrence. Sharks go to the point, and the Ducks intercept. Josh Lopina set it out, but San Jose puts it right back in, and then a steal. Lawrence with a puck behind the net. He's bothered quickly and knocked off the play by Glenn Gaudin, giving Anaheim a chance to maneuver out from their own end of the rink, but a feed from beneath the Duck goal line out high. The only player there was the Shark player. They get it, Reedy with it with one hand on the stick. Spins, twirls, works it back in front, and a shot. They score! Weren't going to go right when they failed to get the puck out, and they get a goal. Androvich gives San Jose a 4-1 advantage.
Yeah, Steve, Axel Anderson, the young Ducks defenseman, had a rough shift here. Initially, he had the puck stolen away from him behind the Anaheim net, and then later in the shift, Anderson with a bad pass that enabled the Sharks to maintain possession. Ultimately, Marc-Edouard Vlasic with the shot from the left point to redirect in front, and suddenly Ducks down 4-1.
Oh, an uphill struggle here, no question about that, but lots of time left. Marc-Edouard Vlasic for Noah Gregor going down to the ice after trying to receive a pass from his defenseman. Sharks hustling. Gregor comes up with it, feeds it back to Ferraro. Drops it behind the net. The former Duck, Nick Bonino, chased it down. Shattenkirk right on him. Into the fray comes the Anaheim player, Chagall. Big collision. They ran into Anthony Stolarz, did Gregor, and then Stolarz bumped the goalpost off its moorings, so we have a whistle and a stoppage of play at 17:27 left here in the middle phase.
Gadjevich gets the goal. That is his second point tonight. He had an assist in the first period. Marc-Edouard Vlasic and Tristan Robbins with the assists for Robbins, his second helper tonight.
Face off in the neutral zone. I want to remind you, Ducks Hockey and the Ducks Hockey Network brought to you by UCI Health. We stop at nothing to prevent, treat, cure cancer. Visit ucihealth.org/stop-at-nothing. San Jose drives back in their own zone. Jacob Megna flips it out to center. Olin Zellweger flips it ahead for Rocco Grimaldi out with Gaucher. Now, looks like Grimaldi will go off, so a line shift there. Gaucher for Anaheim. Over to Anderson pinching. He's knocked down by Gadjevich, who just scored that recent San Jose tally, as Dan mentioned. Sharks have the puck in their own end of the rink. And it's Megna firing it in, and then the Sharks will make a wholesale move as well. 3 forwards, 2 defensemen. 16:40 left in the period. Ducks trail by 3 goals, but still a lot of time to get back in this one. Anderson for Anaheim gets to the puck, clear it out to center ice. Broken up by Derek Pouliot, moves it away from Derek Grant. Drew out with Grant on that forward line. As they go back in their own zone, Regenda, the young player, there as well up front for Dallas Aikens. San Jose will get to the puck. Grant helps out in his own zone, feeds Anderson ahead for Regenda. Closing on him was Pouliot, but the puck was moved out. Brought back in from center ice, though, by Guriev, the young defenseman. Anaheim will regroup with the Sharks in the midst of a change. Not a whole lot happening at the moment in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Puck moved in on right wing by Anaheim. And the puck fired in by Regenda and played by Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Seems like he's been here for 30 years. Puck is played from center ice, shot in by Ferraro. And now in the corner, Nico Sturm fighting hard to get possession for the home team. Big pileup on the far side of the rink. Ducks in there fighting, include Glenn Gaudin. Kicked it free. Josh Mahura will carry the puck from behind his own goal. Firing it up the center ice off a Comtois stick. And the Sharks regroup in their own zone up by 3 tallies. Here they come. Up the ice, led by Lawrence. One-time Carolina Hurricane. Broken up, Grimaldi. Moving in across the San Jose line. Feeds it along the board for Max Comtois. Puck played by Nick Bonino. Stops double team. Grimaldi almost stole it. Then on the second attempt, Bonino cleared it. Gets the pass back. A little bit of pressure, though, as he was surrounded by a couple of Duck players. Elected to shoot the puck in deep. Fired out by Anaheim. 4-1 lead for the host here in San Jose, and the play whistled out as the Ducks bring it across the Shark blue line.
Well, the Ducks really have not been able to get a whole lot going tonight. They did get the one first-period goal from Hunter Drew, but they've been unable to mount any real sustained pressure. They've been receiving the game pretty much throughout, and it shows on the scoreboard, the Sharks with the 4-1 lead.
Yeah, need to get one here in a hurry and get yourself a better atmosphere, and hopes for a comeback. Shattenkirk run off there by Gadjevich, and now the puck moved up the left wing side and taken ahead and then flipped out by Justin Kirkland to center ice. Oh, what a collision there. Oh my goodness. Gadjevich with quite the hit on Josh Lapina, and I'm surprised both got off of the ice.
Well, Lopina went directly to the Ducks bench, and he is definitely feeling the effects of that hit.
That's one of those hits. You're way up here atop the arena in the press box, and I felt that one. Puck centered by Gaucher. Tended there for Justin Kirkland, who we just mentioned. Puck at center ice. Here comes Anderson firing it in just inside the Shark blue line. Taken over there and trying to chip it out is Daniil Gushchin, who's been a part of their offense here. Puck played by the Sharks. Work it to the far side of the rink, but it never got there as the Ducks break it up. Use their speed to move it ahead. Here's Gaucher. Flips it in deep. Silverberg regroups, gets it out high, and a shot knocked down in front. Big pile up there, and then cleared by Guriev at the last minute.
Yeah, pretty good shift here for Nathan Gaucher. He led 2 rushes, partially fanned on the first pass attempt, but through the second puck toward the front of the net, his teammate just couldn't get there. And then Gaucher digging for the puck in front. Nice work by that young man.
13-10 to go. You know, I was impressed with him in the World Junior. It looks like he can score a few goals. He's physical, and certainly I think that's an area that we'd like to see some improvement in. Puck high slot, puck fired wide, and now the Ducks regroup after the missed opportunity by Agazzino. Puck played at center ice between the benches far side. Here comes Drew, a shot, quick release, bad save, and he hangs on in. I like the Drew shot, huh? He gets it off quickly, and he has something on it as well.
He does. He can shoot the puck. A converted defenseman, now a winger. Hunter Drew, an improbable story, really. We'll get more into that at some point. But he's looking pretty good here tonight.
All right, San Jose 4, Anaheim 1, 12:46 left in the second. We're coming back to San Jose. You're listening to Ducks Hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn. You want to do that announcement, or you want me to? On that audio feed? Or?
There's really...
No, nothing we can do.
We don't really need to, because if they're hearing us, they're hearing us. If they're not going to hear it.
Face-off coming up in the San Jose end of the rink. Don't forget we have our Ducks Q segment coming up during the intermission. Recap of the first two periods if you missed any of it. A break for San Jose as they move in across the line. And an opportunity developed there for Lawrence, but a good defensive play by the Ducks breaks it up. Puck sent behind the goaltender. James Reimer back behind the Shark goal line. They work it out quickly. Jacob Megna on the move. And it chipped away. Sturm got it. Back to Megna. In on right wing. The pass intended for Matt Nieto broken up. And Ryan Merkley, the young defenseman, flips it ahead to center. Here comes Sturm. Barging in to the right of Stolarz. Puts it in front. Knocked away there by Regenda. And Regenda will move up the left side. Feed it up to center ice. That's off Josh Mahura, the defenseman, who goes off on a D change. Still a 3-goal lead for San Jose. Puck centered, score! There's a big goal for Glenn Gordon. And Dan, he's been one of the guys that's caught my eye tonight around the puck at both ends of the rink. And now he gets rewarded for a goal, which puts Anaheim back in the game. It's 4-2.
Godden with the finish, but Steve, I'll tell you what, this goal was all Rocco Grimaldi. He stole the puck behind the San Jose net with some nifty stick work, and then made the perfect centering pass to give Godden the opportunity. The Ducks have scored 4 goals this preseason, and Rocco Grimaldi has assists on all 4, 3 of those primary assists. Remember, he's in camp on a pro tryout basis, trying to win a contract, and he's doing some good things.
Yeah, guess what? He's been one of the best players on the team. What we've seen so far, you're right. And our best wishes to him. What a great kid. Puck is sent ahead to center from Vlasic. Chipped into the Anaheim zone. Ducks have a play and get rid of it just in the nick of time. Pressure was coming towards Stolarz. During the halfway point, speaking of Grimaldi, he has the puck again, centers it, a shot! Knocked down in front. What a nice setup there. And Kevin Shattenkirk's shot was blocked in tight on Reimer. Here comes Gadjevich, who just scored the last San Jose goal. Ducks, though, back in the game. Lead is half, 4-2. Next goal certainly huge in this preseason matchup. Here's a play made by Anaheim that brings the puck out of their own end. And it's fired to center ice. And Grimaldi will heave it in for Max Comtois. He collides with Luke Cunnin. And it's Nick Bonino moving it behind his own goal this time. Bonino gets the pass right back. And then takes a heavy hit there from Axel Anderson barging in on left wing. Ducks make a play behind the net. Anderson back to play it. Ducks turn it over at center just for a brief amount of time. Comtois will play it. Slap it in. Ducks in a hurry now. A little more energy here in the last couple of shifts. Silverberg with it. Now a play behind the net. A puck moved in front for Anderson from Comtois. Back to Max. Comtois set up the defenseman, Anderson, who fired it wide this time. Pressure coming. All areas of the ice, and finally the Sharks regain possession, come to center, and Gregor will toss it in.
And Steve, let me just correct myself because I believe I misspoke. Rocco Grimaldi with assists on 4 of the 5 Ducks goals this preseason. Did not have one on the Hunter Drew goal in the first period.
All right, here comes Axel Anderson on the left wing side for Pavel Regenda. And up the center ice, the Ducks float it there to the neutral zone. Merkley chases back after it, sets it up for Megna. 9.5 to go in the second period. A little backhand shot. Stolarz made the save there. That was a tight-in opportunity for Daniil Gushchin. Puck sent down the ice by the Ducks, chasing it down. Regenda going in behind the Shark goal along with Lapina. The puck centered. Regenda couldn't get one. Another shot. Score! How about that? Pressure in front of the net. Couple guys there applying some shots. Lapina the last one. He'll get the goal, which puts Anaheim within 1. It's 4-3.
Yeah, this all started with a nice shot from Sean Chagall. Right side, he forced Reimer into a pretty good save, and then I'm not sure Reimer ever really recovered before Lopina was able to beat him from the low slot. So the Ducks with 2 goals in short order, right back in this hockey game, now down 4-3.
All righty, good job, guys, getting back in this one. Ducks will bring out a fresh new forward line defensive pair. Anthony Stolar's team got him back in the game after some early pressure and some scoring from San Jose, if you just joined us. So, brand new hockey game. And Anaheim will drop the puck in. James Reimer is expected to go the entire game for San Jose. We'll toss it up the wall. Puck is held in by the Anaheim player Glenn Gaudin. Now here comes Sternbach. Moving in, centers it. That one deflected off the stick there of Matt Nieto. Nieto gets it back. Stick handles, feeds it out in front. A shot. Just saved there on a rocket of a drive by Stephen Lawrence. Puck at center. Anaheim in a hurry. A shot fired off a stick of Nieto. And it hops up over the glass and out of play. Charles Cote barging in to take it. And we have 8:24 to play here in period 2. A timeout. Seems like forever since we've had a break. 4-3 Sharks, period 2. Don't go away. More hockey coming up. This is Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
If you're a real sports fan, and let's be real, since you're listening to this broadcast, you definitely are, then you have to check out TuneIn. The all-in-one audio platform brings all your favorite sports content together in one place. That's live broadcasts like this one, plus local sports talk. But it's way more than that. If you upgrade to TuneIn Premium, you'll get the best audio sports package available. With live play-by-play of every other NHL game and the top college football games.
The double pass here. Back to Hall. Got a bevy of blockers in front of him. Hall with a house call.
ESPN Radio, completely commercial-free.
That you can still wait and take a wait-and-see approach. But when you're 73-9, and when an argument
plus
is being
ad-free music and news, just to sweeten the pot. So, are you ready for the ultimate sports audio package? Check out TuneIn Premium now.
You're listening to Live Ducks Audio, and we're here with a hot tip for sports fans. Check out TuneIn. This all-in-one audio platform brings together all the live sports you want. But what if you want to queue up some shows on your time? TuneIn also brings you the sports podcasts you love on demand. Listen to ESPN's full lineup of pods, great shows from CBS Sports, and so much more, all on TuneIn. Plus, because TuneIn's available on all your devices, you're never without something to listen to. Give it a shot. Check out TuneIn today.
That latest Ducks goal was scored by Josh Lopina at 10:53 of this second period, assisted by Pavel Regenda and Tyson Hines. So the Ducks with a quick flurry back in the game, trailing 4-3.
Yeah, seem to have gotten their legs. More energy here in the second period. Down by 3, back within 1. Maybe we're learning more about this hockey club, even in preseason. Never give up, maybe. Here's a chance to center it, and they put a shot towards Reimer, and that was broken up by the Shark defense. Played down the ice. Here's Regenda for Anaheim with a puck. Will float it out of the zone, and shot right back in by the Sharks. So a 4-3 Shark lead. Puck rolls through center as San Jose went to make a play from behind the net. Broken up now by Anaheim, and Grant heaves it up for Drew as one of the goals, and the puck actually deflected off him into the clutching glove of the Ducks' backup goaltender on the bench, Ole Eriksson Ek.
Hey kids, you can join the coolest club in the NHL. It is the Wild Wingers Kids Club, presented by Chalk and UCI Health. Your membership will guarantee you a spot at this year's Kids Club party. Plus, you will receive an exclusive kit that features a Ducks lunch bag, Wild Wing bobblehead, t-shirt, and much more. Sign up now at wildwingerskidsclub.com.
Face-off neutral zone. And San Jose back in their own end of the rink. Mark-Edouard Vlasic comes to center. Knocked away Silverberg. Here comes a shot from just inside the blue line. High slot. Fired there by Chagall. Ducks go after, led by Chagall, and behind the Shark goal line. And up the ice, it's floated through everyone. And a break and a shot. And that one fired towards the net by Luke Cunningham, who can score some goals. That one stopped by Anthony Stolarz. 7:24 remaining. Again, Sharks came out and fired some pucks, scored some goals early. But I'll tell you what, Dan, one of the highlights, we didn't make the playoffs last year, had to be the play of Anthony Stolarz in goal. And there were just some games where he was just awesome. It's the best I've seen him play in his career, and we're hoping to get some of the similar type play from him this year.
Yeah, Anthony Stolarz took a significant step in his career last season. Really had an outstanding year as primarily the backup to John Gibson. Now looking to take it another level higher this year.
All right. Anaheim went after a loose puck, and Regenda, I think, broke his stick. That's what happened. Had to drop it. The referee was right there. Guess you can't play with one. And here's Sturm, a shot. Left pad kick out by Stolarz.
Yeah, only a goaltender can play with a broken stick. Otherwise, it is a minor penalty.
There's a shot moving into the right of Reimer. The Ducks put a shot towards him. He'll gather it and hold on to it.
Well, Steve, you mentioned a moment ago something about maybe no quit or no give up in the Ducks, and down 3 goals in the second period. Certainly they had an opportunity to do that. Now, obviously, there's just a smattering of players in the lineup tonight who figure to be on the regular season roster, but never hurts to forge that spirit, that commitment, that drive, and I think the Ducks have shown something here in the second period.
But doesn't that really start in training camp too, though, with the group, the atmosphere, the leadership, and say, hey, you know, this is the kind of hockey club we want to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely it does, and you know the coaching staff is pushing that agenda every single day.
Yep. We have a good group of kids too, veterans, so it's just a good group of young men, I can assure you that. And we hope to see a lot of wins home and on the road this year and watch the development of some of these younger players as well. Here comes Anaheim breaking into the Sharks zone. The puck is knocked away by San Jose's Daniil Gushchin. Out to center. Here is Mahura flipping the puck in near the blue line. Drops it in. Another collision behind the net. Derek Grant moves into the forecheck there and bumped Reedy into the boards. Back in the Anaheim end of the rink. Reedy goes in after the Duck defenseman Mahura. Loose puck at center. Gadjevich moving in. Tried to center the puck. Did, and it's broken up there by the defense.
Yeah, nice stick check there by Tyson Hines.
Here's the puck moved in on right wing by Drew into the forecheck. Ducks battling, trying to get possession. Shigel is out there. Lupino has a goal, is in there as well. Back comes San Jose to center. Across the Anaheim line, drop it to Gadjevich in front. Oh, and lunging out was Reedy. Couldn't get a shot away in tight. Anaheim will get it down with 5:18 to go in the second period. 4-3 San Jose. And both teams make changes. The slow process now as San Jose looks to regroup behind their own goal. Derek Pouliot, quick outlet up the ice. Here comes Cutting, carries it behind Stolarz. Centers it. Knocked away off the skate of Shattenkirk and bouncing out to center ice. And the Ducks will float it in. There's Olin Zellweger taking the step, move in, trying to create something offensively. Back along the side boards. Silverberg back to Zellweger. Fires behind the net using the backboard. Vlasic gets in front of Comtois. Number 44 is doing battle, and the puck comes free behind the Shark goal. Out for Gregor. To Ferraro. Cross ice, Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Stick handles, being pressured there at the line by Rocco Grimaldi. Fires to his defensive buddy. Ferraro shoots it in, but the Ducks take over and back with speed. Center comes Grimaldi into the high slot. Went to shoot, fanned on it. Collides with Ferraro, fell on top of him. Then Nieto got into the mix, falling on top of Rocco, appears to be okay. Down the ice, a rolling puck. Anderson back, icing the call against the Sharks with 4 minutes to go in the frame.
Well, help your Ducks make a positive impact in our community by supporting the Anaheim Ducks Foundation. Since 2008, the Anaheim Ducks Foundation has been facilitating and supporting programs that produce positive change for Southern California families by providing educational opportunities, broadening access to the sport of hockey, and addressing the health and wellness needs of the community. Stay up to date. Follow the Ducks Foundation on Instagram and Facebook, or visit AnaheimDucks.com/foundation.
All right, we have a whistle and a stoppage of play, and we're going to get a penalty against the Anaheim Ducks. It'll come up, the start of the power play for the Sharks, PK for the Ducks after this timeout. And close game, saw a critical time in the game, late in the second. We're coming right back to San Jose in a moment. You're listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
There was this guy who had a close circle of friends. They did everything together. They threw dinner parties, went on fishing trips, hung out at the beach. They were inseparable. But then one of his friends got in serious debt. He needed money. So he set this guy up, framed him, and had him arrested, all for 30 pieces of silver.
Jesus was sold out. He gets us, all of us. Visit HeGetsUs.com.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Help your Ducks make a positive impact in our community by supporting the Anaheim Ducks Foundation. Since 2008, the Anaheim Ducks Foundation has been facilitating and supporting programs that produce positive change for Southern California families by providing educational opportunities, broadening access to the sport of hockey, and addressing the health and wellness needs of the community. Each year, the Anaheim Ducks Foundation hosts a variety of special events, as well as exclusive in-game fundraisers. Stay up to date and follow the Anaheim Ducks Foundation on Instagram and Facebook, or visit AnaheimDucks.com/foundation.
You're listening to Duckstream, the exclusive home for Anaheim Ducks hockey, powered by TuneIn.
All right, we are back here at SAP Center. It's a minor penalty to Mahura. Here's Ferraro. Ferraro for Bonino on the power play. Holy guacamole, penalty kill for Anaheim. Puck centered, whacked at by Gregor, then a rebound try by Cunnin in front and fell short of Stolarz. Now they go back to the blue line. Big time in the game, late in the period, 3.5 to go, and the Ducks are within one, trying to keep it that way. Here's Gregor trying to center it. Shot! Oh, and that hit the side of the net near the goalpost to the right of Stolarz. A chance for the youngster, Guschin. Puck far side. Bonino didn't see anybody there. In fact, he kind of just threw the puck up the wall expecting somebody to be there. They weren't. San Jose goes back. Ferraro in his own zone to get the puck, and then he will ice it in this penalty scenario.
There was a tripping call on Josh Mahura, 1:11 seconds remaining on a minor penalty. One nice thing here early on in the preseason, we have not seen a bevy of penalties. There were a combined 6 power play chances in the game on Sunday in Tucson, just 3 so far tonight. Oft times, preseason games are just a parade to the penalty box, and nobody really likes to watch that.
No. Here's Cunnin, back behind the net. Guschin. Ferraro in San Jose, still with some time left, a 1-minute time frame on their power play. Again, a holy guacamole penalty kill for the Ducks. America's #1 selling guacamole and avocado dips. Merkley for Ferraro, back to Merkley. Stick handle, shoots off the blocker pad of Stolarz, moving up to right in the goal. Here's Sturm for San Jose. Joined there on the attack by his teammate Lawrence, who throws the puck in, winds up at the right point. Pouliot backhands it in. Hines wins the race, but then there's an attack by San Jose with numbers behind the goal line, and the puck is sent all the way down by the Anaheim Ducks. So 2:04 left in the period, just 10 seconds left in the minor to Josh Mahura. Ducks can kill this off, and still in the game here late in the second after trailing by 3 earlier in this period. Down by 1. Here's Grimaldi up the center ice. Puck play tipped in by Chagall, and oh, what a collision there on the far side of the rink involving Chagall and Ryan Merkley, who is going after Chagall, and you knew that was going to come after the collision. Grimaldi up to the left of Reimer. Stopped. Another shot by Zellweger. They're actually going after Grimaldi a little bit. A stick on him. That one taken by Pouliot. Getting a little rough there in front of the San Jose goal. Chagall kicks it free. Sharks recover. And they'll toss it off the glass, but not out. Good play by Shattenkirk to hold it in. Nice move to the net. Centers it. Shot. Oh, and Regenda's shot blocked in front by Gadjevich.
Really nice shift by the Ducks there. Rocco Grimaldi creating things in front of the San Jose net. And the Ducks applying some pressure here.
All right, here comes Anaheim regrouping behind the goaltender, Anthony Stolarz. You might have heard in the background. 1 minute left to go in period 2. Ducks come to center ice, make their way into the San Jose's offensive zone. Regenda then taken off the puck there by Gustian. Puck is whacked in by the Sharks by Andrew Agozzino. Play at center ice as time continues to wind down here in the second period. Puck shot in by Hines, played by Martin Ward Vlasic. Tossed up the right wing side to center. Hines, the young defenseman. Over to Mahura, played to Jakob Silfverberg, and he's stripped away from the puck by Megna. 12 seconds left here in the middle period. Silfverberg to center, bouncing it in deep. Sharks back after it, and a hit there on the back of Guriev. Anaheim forechecks. Mahura puts a shot towards the net, deflected over the post, and then to the far side, and the period ends with San Jose up by a goal.
Yeah, Ducks wound up winning that second period 2-1. They were down 2-1 after 20 minutes and then fell behind 4-1. Actually, they were down 3-1 after 20 minutes, fell behind 4-1 before responding with goals from Glenn Godden and Josh Lopina. So Anaheim will go to the third with a good opportunity to win this hockey game.
All right, got to get this in before the break. Ducks fans, no, you got to have the right players for all three periods. Sometimes you got to switch things up. Same thing goes for your drink on game day. So pour yourself a delicious Captain Morgan Original Spice Rum and Ginger. Visit CaptainMorgan.com to find Captain near you. And always remember, very serious here, drink responsibly. Well, we're going to go to our second period intermission. One of the features, our Ducks Q segment. And as Dan said, after 40 minutes, Sharks 4, Ducks 3. We're coming right back. And tonight you're listening from the SAP Center in San Jose, the Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Biana's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Progressive presents Forced Metaphors about bundling your home and auto.
In sports, 3 goals is a hat trick. And when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, you get a hat trick of great savings and round-the-clock protection. So you might be thinking, wait, that's 2 things. A hat trick is 3. But in this metaphor, great savings counts as 2 goals, and so does round-the-clock protection. So it's like 4 goals, and that's more than 3. It's basic math.
Forced Metaphors. Presented by Progressive. Bundle and protect today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to dissipate heat and reduce friction and wear. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for just $33.99. Try Syntec today, exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
That is amazing.
That's the sound of Christy getting a random act of helpfulness. The helpful SoCal Honda dealers are getting an e-bike for her daughter with bone cancer, and we paid her for sharing that story on the radio. And we can help you, too, with great deals on select certified pre-owned Hondas, like 1.99% APR financing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Visit SoCalHondaDealers.com to find the helpful Honda dealer near you. For well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Honda Financial Services. Expires 10/31/22. Length of contract limited. Roadside assistance available for the duration of the certified pre-owned limited warranty.
There was this guy who had a close circle of friends. They did everything together. They threw dinner parties, went on fishing trips, hung out at the beach. They were inseparable. But then, one of his friends got in serious debt. He needed money. So he set this guy up, framed him, and had him arrested. All for 30 pieces of silver.
Jesus was sold out. He gets us, all of us. Visit HeGetsUs.com.
You're listening to the Second Intermission Report on Ducks Stream, the official 24/7 audio network of the Anaheim Ducks.
We are through 2 periods at SAP Center in San Jose. NHL preseason action. The San Jose Sharks leading the Anaheim Ducks 4-3. Tonight's Second Intermission Report is brought to you by UCI Health. It is time now for our Ducks Q's segment. If you're not familiar with it, this is basically a Q&A where you are invited to ask questions, make comments via Twitter. You can tweet them at me, at Ducks Colorman. Steve Carroll and I will respond to as many as we can during the second intermission of each of our broadcasts. When you do those tweets, please use the hashtag DucksQs. DucksQs, by the way, presented by Impressions, the official signage partner of the Anaheim Ducks and Honda Center. First up tonight, to my knowledge, a first-time DucksQs participant at Late Arrivals Pod asks, is there a specific player fighting for a roster spot that you are interested to watch this preseason? Steve, anyone in particular you have your eyes on?
Well, I have to be honest with you. I hadn't thought about it at the beginning of the season, but I know how much you think of Rocco Grimaldi, and we talked about him on our broadcast the other day from Tucson, and I'm sitting here, and at the beginning of the year, I'm thinking, I'm looking at other players, some young players, but I'm really curious what's going to happen because, quite honestly, I think he's been one of the best players in our training camp. I don't know what that means comes the start of the regular season, but now I'm really focusing on watching him play and what he brings to the table on an every-night basis, and I'm just wondering, Dan, if there's an opportunity for him to start the year here, to go to San Diego. I don't know, but that's somebody I'm going to be watching from here on out.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you, Steve. Obviously, Rocco Grimaldi has a lot of eyes on him simply because he's in camp on a pro tryout contract, which means he can play in preseason games, but in order to play in the regular season, he would have to be signed to a contract. That'll ultimately be up to Ducks general manager Pat Verbeek, whether Grimaldi can win a job in this organization and or on the Anaheim Ducks. But you watch him play, he's so creative, he works so hard, and I think he's a guy who can definitely add something to this hockey club. The question is, where does he fit?
Yep.
Because if you look at the depth chart on right wing, you probably have Troy Terry, Frank Vetrano, and Jakob Silverberg as your top 3 right wingers, unless Vetrano were to move to left wing, where he certainly can play. He's equally comfortable on either side, so maybe that opens up a spot in the top 9 for Grimaldi. I don't see Rocco as a fourth-line player, but you just watch his work ethic and his offensive abilities. Yes, he's short. He's 5'6", but he's not small. He's thick. He can mix it up a little bit, and he's not afraid to go to the front of the net. So, I'm going to be watching Rocco Grimaldi real closely the rest of the way. At Ducks and Pucks asks, how many goals do you think Troy Terry will score this season? Steve, we know Troy Terry had an amazing year last year. What's in store for him this season?
It's funny how we had some fun with this thing last year as far as guessing goals, and I think all of us got pretty close to it. I'll go on record as saying he'll get the same numbers he did last year, but I'm thinking in my mind, a guy like him who had that particular season, and I'm thinking of people like Trevor Zegras, these young, talented, skilled players are going to produce a lot of offense for the team. But I'm wondering how the other teams in the league will adjust to players like this. If Zegras and Terry play on the same line, will it be tougher for young players like that to produce? So I'm wondering where that goal total number is going to be. But I'll go on record as saying I'd like to see Troy get to where he was last year. And if he can get a few more than that, well, more power to the Anaheim Ducks and more wins, I think.
And for the record, it was 37 goals for Troy Terry last season. And, Steve, I think you make a good point. Everyone in the NHL this season is going to be aware of Troy Terry and, as you say, Trevor Zegras. And it's not easy to score goals in this league. So, to be honest, I'm gonna pass on this one because I don't think it's necessarily fair to Troy Terry to say, oh, he needs to score 37 or he needs to score 40 or he needs to score 30. Troy Terry had a lot of things go right for him last year. And, he could have a good year this year and not get to 37 goals. So let's just let it play out. Hope he stays healthy. Hope he has the puck luck that he had last year. I think Troy Terry will have a good year, but I'm not prepared to say he's going to score X number of goals. You are listening to tonight's second intermission report being brought to you by UCI Health. Steve, here's an interesting one, and we got this basic same question from a couple of people at Peter Harrison PL and at Whimsical Will 1. They point out between the two of them that Sam Carrick is injured, probably will miss the first month or two of the regular season. Josh Manson and Nick Delorier have been traded away late last season. So who on the current roster can be counted on to drop the gloves? There's a concern there. We saw what happened in Arizona last year when Troy Terry got beat up. So, Steve, who on this team is going to fill that role?
That's a tough one. Like you said, certainly it'll be a group effort as far as the physical aspect of the game. I'm just going to bring a name out there, and for certain, I think we're all hoping the best for Max Jones coming off that long-time injury last year. It was so disappointing. He's a tough kid, and he can score some goals. I want to see Max Jones healthy because I really like this young man, and he brings that physical presence to the game. So I'll just go on record as saying he would be one guy that comes to mind. I don't know how the roster is going to look come opening night, but, he can handle himself. He can stir things up, so maybe he's a guy that can help in that area of the game.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't believe the Ducks have the player that is being asked about here. They certainly don't have a Nick Delorier or, for that matter, a Josh Manson who can, provide the fisticuffs. Now, that's not to say that they might not get one. There still could be significant movement around the NHL, what with the waiver wire and teams having salary cap issues. There could be some players become available before the regular season begins. But I also have to admit, I don't know how new general manager Pat Verbeek feels about the necessity of having a player like that. So we'll have to take a wait-and-see attitude on this one. That's going to do it for Ducks Q's for tonight. As always, thanks for playing along. Ducks Q's are presented by Impressions. We'll come back with a review of the opening two periods. You are listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Ducks Stream, powered by TuneIn.
The classic hits from yesterday bring you just the right hit of nostalgia. With chart-topping songs that never go out of style. All spinning on TuneIn's classic hits station. We're talking iconic hits from the greats like Madonna, Elton John, the master Prince, and so many more. The best part? It's all spinning every day on all your devices on TuneIn's classic hit station. So go grab TuneIn for the best listening.
Join the coolest club in the NHL, the Wild Wingers Kids Club, presented by Chalk and UCI Health today. Your membership will guarantee you a spot at this year's Kids Club party. Plus, you'll receive an exclusive kit that features a Ducks lunch bag, Wild Wing bobblehead, t-shirt, and much more. Sign up now at wildwingerskidsclub.com.
If you're a real sports fan, and let's be real, since you're listening to this broadcast, you definitely are, then you have to check out TuneIn. The all-in-one audio platform brings all your favorite sports content together in one place. That's live broadcasts like this one, plus local sports talk. But it's way more than that. If you upgrade to TuneIn Premium, you'll get the best audio sports package available. With live play-by-play of every other NHL game and the top college football games.
The double pass here. Back to Hall. Got a bevy of blockers in front of him. Hall with a house call.
ESPN Radio, completely commercial-free.
That you can still wait and take a wait-and-see approach. But when you're 73-9, and when an argument
plus
is being
ad-free music and news, just to sweeten the pot. So, are you ready for the ultimate sports audio package? Check out TuneIn Premium now.
Ducks fans, do you want to hear more from your favorite players? Well, now you can with the Players Lounge. The guys will hang out and share some of their best stories. Plus, Cat French will be there to stir the pot. Don't miss it each month on Duckstream.
What's up, Ducks fans? I'm Trevor Zegras, and this is Anaheim Ducks hockey exclusively on Duckstream.
You're right there, Trevor. You're listening to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn. Hey, we don't have much time to recap this thing, about a minute. If you joined us late, San Jose jumped up with 2 quick goals, both even strength, Gregor and Reedy. And the Ducks get one from Drew. Hunter Drew is first of the preseason at 12-16, and still another goal coming off the stick of young European defenseman, Gushchin, and he gets an assist from Verino, and all of a sudden San Jose has a 3-1 lead. Not insurmountable, but then the Sharks get the first goal of the second period. Gadjevich, known for his physical play, from Vlasic and Trobin. And that's when Anaheim says, oops, things are slipping away, need to get back in this thing. And certainly they did that at 8:10 of the second period. Godin from Rocco Grimaldi, we just talked about during our intermission. 10:53, it's Lopina from Regenda and Tyson Hines, 10:53. And all of a sudden, the Ducks are right back into this game. So you like the effort to come from behind. And by the way, I just might add, those are 2 interesting topics we just talked about during the intermission there. The physical aspect of the team as well, and how are the guys that scored goals going to react to what the opposition does against them this year. It's going to be interesting to follow. But I like our kids, and I like the makeup of our team coming in, so some good things will happen. Hopefully here in the third, same thing. San Jose 4, Anaheim 3 after 2, and we're coming back with the third period from San Jose in a moment as you listen to Anaheim Ducks hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Oh my God, that'd be so helpful this year.
That's the sound of Alejandra getting a random act of helpfulness. We just told her the helpful SoCal Honda dealers will be getting her after-school program a bunch of supplies. And we paid her for sharing that story on the radio. And we can help you, too, with 1.9% APR financing on an award-winning Honda, like the 2022 Passport, Pilot, or Ridgeline. Visit SoCalHondaDealers.com to find the helpful Honda dealer near you. For well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Honda Financial Services. Expires 10/31/22. Length of contract limited.
Between live hockey and sports talk, you listen to a lot of audio. We're here to let you know about TuneIn, the app that brings all of your favorite audio together. So whether you're listening to Duckstream for live hockey action,
Drive score!
breaking news from the sources you trust,
I think market's overreacting to this.
Music for whatever mood you're in, or anything in between, TuneIn is the app that you need. Plus, because it's available on all your devices, you can take it anywhere. So check it out. Grab TuneIn on your computer, or on your mobile device. Hear your world with TuneIn.
Can I get the sales projections for the Springfield, Bristol, and Fairview stores?
Val's Froyo Palace is dishing out 3 more locations.
Jody, have you lined up interviews?
They need 3 new store managers before they have a meltdown.
And remember, they need at least 5 years experience.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Help your Ducks make a positive impact in
By the call, Podorowski hits the target. Andrew Podorowski with an empty net goal, 3-0 Seattle.
And a couple of assists coming for Soucy and Alexiak, playing a little pitch and catch during that delayed call.
Halls that house athletic greatness. Over the next 30 minutes, we will bring you the most celebrated venues hockey has ever known. From the cups and milestones to the homes that turn stars into legends. We kick things off where the wild things are at number 15.
Everyone, say it with us. Let's
way down, and it's going to be whistled. We'll have a stoppage, and I think the draw coming back into the Anaheim D zone.
Exactly right, and time becoming a factor now. The Ducks down by 2, 8:51 to play. So Anaheim is going to have to begin really pressing for offense. Of course, that can come back to haunt you in the other end of the rink. But at this point, or at least soon, Ducks aren't going to have any choice.
Here's Derek Grant going to get the puck, and broken up by Nick Bonino. And the Anaheim Ducks will feather it down and right on goal. So there's no stoppage there. Ducks have some replacements coming out of the blue line. Shattenkirk and Zellweger now as the Sharks come up the ice. Sharks have been outshot in the game, but they have the 2-goal lead. Here they come again on right wing to the left of Stolarz. Pouliot back out high, a shot coming, and that's blocked by the Anaheim Ducks. Justin Kirkland, who sacrificed his body to get a piece of that, and the puck winds up going out of play, which will give us a chance to take a timeout. San Jose leads 5-3 over Anaheim in preseason hockey. 8:14 to go in the third period. Don't you go anywhere. You're listening to Ducks Hockey on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, Monty, you're listening to Ducks Hockey on the Ducks Stream tonight and all season long. Get through the preseason, all the regular season games, and it's all powered by TuneIn. See Carol Dan Wood. And we were in San Jose. We'll be here a couple of times in a short period of time, early portion of the regular season. San Jose, Vancouver, San Jose trip. So we'll be back here, and of course San Jose will have some appearances in Anaheim as well. And it's always a rivalry, we know that. I don't care where they are in the standings, so that should be fun to watch. Here comes San Jose with a toss out of the zone by Stephen Lawrence. 7:51 to go in regulation time. Ducks need 2 to get even here. Anaheim back to play the puck, and it's slapped ahead by Charles Cote. Cote goes, looks after the puck, and actually hasn't come back to him, but the Sharks are there to make a play, trying to intercept. That was Sturm. Broken up, Regenda played ahead Chagall, but pass out of his reach. Sharks back the other way. And here comes an opportunity. Varanen to shoot the puck in, and the Ducks will spin it out to their own blue line. We'll see if they can generate some kind of offense here against a Reimer. While Stolarz keeps the Sharks at bay. San Jose steals the puck, though. Shot coming, stick save by Stolarz, and it's clear to the nick of time. And again, Marino was there to take the shot. A couple of shots by that youngster in that sequence on Anthony Stolarz. San Jose will regroup. Not in any particular hurry here, with the time continuing to wind down. Here's Ferraro with a little head deke against Silverberg. Applies some pressure in the San Jose zone. The Sharks knock it away from Mahura. go in after the puck. Verino in there on the forecheck for the Ducks. Bring it to center, and it's the Ducks firing it in this time. Nathan Gaucher along the right wing board. Puck held in by Josh Mahura. Let's try to get something going. A long-time shot from the slot, a save by the goaltender. Great save there by Reimer, but we're more concerned about how Rocco Grimaldi just went down in a heap. And I don't know if he was hit by a stick up front or what. He's standing up, being talked to by teammate Glenn Gaudin, but then when he went down, it was kind of scary. Now up and appears to be okay.
Yeah, Steve, I think it was a stick, and Grimaldi was in position at the goal post just as that shot arrived, and Reimer made the save, and Rocco was the recipient of the high stick. The good news is that's going to put the Ducks on the power play, but I'm sure Rocco Grimaldi will take that for the team, so to speak.
Boy, you know, Dan, realistically, that's amazing. With his size, and it's all about heart. He has a skill, and it's really a pleasure to watch a young man like that play this game at this high a level.
Well, I'll tell you, Steve, I've watched Rocco Grimaldi play since he was 10 years old, and you mentioned the other day in Arizona how noticeable he is on the ice. He's always been noticeable his entire life. I mean, he just jumps out at you.
Here's Shattenkirk in the high slot, feeding it off to Lopina. Big chance here on a power play. JMG power play time, of course, all season long. Ducks with a goal here, could get right back in it. San Jose will dump the puck ahead. They race for it, and they'll feather it all the way down. Shot down by Vlasic.
Yeah, the Ducks 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. A conversion here could do them a world of good.
Yep. I'm winding down, and we have a whistle as the Ducks enter the San Jose blue line. An offside call.
And Steve, this is a double minor penalty here. So the Ducks stand to have an extended power play, and if they can get a goal before the penalty clock kicks down to 2 minutes, they'll stay on the power play and have a chance to tie it. Rocco Grimaldi right back out there for this shift.
Yeah, with the way he went down, we're high above the building, but you could sense that maybe that's what was needed, and they finally put it up on the board, and that's big time. So the Ducks have earned an opportunity to get themselves back in it. They'll have to beat James Reimer, who's been okay tonight.
It was Artem Guriev who was guilty of the high stick on Grimaldi.
Yeah, it was nice to see him go to the bench, I'll tell you that. Sigh of relief. Here comes San Jose. Short-handed, a shot, save Stolars to keep Anaheim in the game, and there's that fella, Stephen Lawrence, who's been all over the ice tonight for them.
Yeah, Lawrence took advantage of the fact the Ducks had a forward back defensively. It was Max Comtois. Comtois did what he could. Lawrence got around him, but Stolars with the big save.
Ducks on a JMG power play. 2.5 to go in the penalty to San Jose. 4:38 left in regulation time. It's a 5-3 Sharks lead. They have the puck, and they're going to clear the puck all the way down the ice to kill off some more time in that double minor. Sharks back defensively. The Ducks turn the puck over. That was Kirkland giving it up at the San Jose line, and now San Jose will weather some more seconds off the clock, and it's sent down the ice by Ferraro.
Yeah, that's going to take the penalty time down to 2 minutes. So if the Ducks score now, Guriev will come out of the box.
Here's Lopina. Off balance, digging hard, battling Ferraro. Gets it back out high to Shattenkirk. Off to Lopina. Shot! That deflected off Ferraro's arm, I believe, and went to the corner. Shattenkirk at the right point fires, front of the net. It's knocked down and then cleared all the way down the ice. Stolars helping out. Sharks in the midst of a change on their penalty kill. The Ducks still on a JMG power play. 1:28 to go in that. Reimer out of the net to clear it behind his net, and the Sharks will feather it all the way down. 3.5 left on the clock in the third period. Zellweger off on the right side. Looks like our buddy is out on the ice again, Rocco. That's good news as the puck is sent all the way down by San Jose.
Yeah, Grimaldi played 12.5 minutes in the opening 2 periods. He might match that here in the third.
Here's Zellweger, the center, feet ahead, off the stick of Gordon, and now San Jose has done a nice job killing off this double minor. Sends it down, still 45 seconds left in the Duck power play. Sharks get the puck. Nieto behind the net, centers it. Zellweger broke it up with a nice defensive play. Here come the Ducks, trying to get one before the penalty expires. Grimaldi up ahead for Kirkland. Speeds into the corner. Checked against the board. It's Pouliot playing it for Cunnin. Wraps it far side of the ring. Nick Bonino stick handles, and the Ducks are going to be penalized for putting him off balance. It's going to be a tripping call, and that's a bad time now for Anaheim late in the game.
Yeah, the Ducks unable to do anything with their power play opportunities. Only 19 seconds remain now in the Guriev penalty, so we'll have a brief sequence of 4-on-4 activity, and then the Sharks will go to the power play. Josh Lopina off for tripping.
I want to remind you, we'll have our play of the game coming up on the post game, and again tomorrow night from Honda Center. Good to be back home. We'll be on the air at 6:50, 10 before 7 with our pregame, and we'll have some fun tomorrow night. Hope you can get out there, Ducks fans. See the Arizona Coyotes and the second meeting between the teams in preseason. A little face-off positioning going on right here. Derek Grant, very well known for taking those draws and winning a lot of them. Get it to Mahura. Down front, Shigawa's shot. Pad save Reimer, and then a rebound try by Grant just went through the crease wide. San Jose back. Penalty now is over with. It was up on the San Jose board. Ducks a man short. Holy guacamole. Penalty kill time late in regulation. 2 minutes left on the board, third period. Bonino behind the net. The puck centered by Gregor. No one there for the Sharks in front of the net.
By the way, no practice shootout tonight. We were caught a little off guard when they did that Sunday in Tucson. But we are told they will not have the shootout tonight unless, of course, the game extends beyond overtime.
Here's the shot by Cunnin off the blocker. Stolarz, another drive. That one by Bonito outside the circle to the left of the Anaheim net, deflected wide. Well, that's good. You don't want to see anybody hurt, but it doesn't mean anything. Oh, here's a break. Shot, score for Anaheim. Oh, nice deke by Glenn Gordon. And he defeats James Reimer on that particular play with 1:23 left to go in the third period of the hockey game.
Yeah, that's Godden's second goal tonight. He is a big-time minor league scorer, played for the Stockton Heat in the American League last year. And here the Ducks made a nice play to get to the loose puck behind the goal line, and the centering feed for Godden, who with the nice move draws the Ducks within 5-4. So now, Steve, we can look for the Ducks to pull Anthony Stolarz at the first opportunity.
Well, if they can somehow get a goal here, I know it's preseason, but what a statement that makes as far as being behind early, coming from behind. San Jose gets a little bit more offensive-minded, and now, I'm still in the hockey game with 1:09 to go. Play in the Ducks defensive zone. That's where San Jose wants to keep it. Merck lead to Pouliot. Drive by Stern. And Stolarz flashed his glove hand and knocked it behind the goal, and it's cleared down the ice. Well, here comes San Jose. 5-on-4, man advantage for the Sharks at this stage of the game, and the Ducks will clear the puck up the right wing side and down. 40 seconds left. Going to take some kind of dramatic play here in the closing 35 seconds now for the Ducks to get the tying goal. Stranger things have happened, but they're down in behind Stolarz, so that's not good. Shattenkirk for Kirkland comes to center. Feed ahead Mahura. Jumps into the Shark zone. Drop pass. Now a big-time play coming 100% Mountain Spring Water. Steve Carroll with Dan Wood on our post game. We're going to get back to the scoring highlights. We're going to have our play of the game, and of course we pick a Ducks contest. Late, a big goal, but fell a little bit short. So Dan, in the early part of the game, San Jose really set the tone, scoring 2 goals in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, they sure did, Steve. The Sharks with a quick start, getting the game's first goal only 19 seconds after the opening faceoff, and it was a controlled breakout. The Ducks got beat down the ice. Kevin Shattenkirk, the only defender back, and a nice move from Noah Gregor in front, converting a feed from Nick Bonino. Luke Cunnin also with an assist, so that made it 1-0 San Jose, and almost before the Ducks knew what happened, they gave up another goal. Scott Reedy at 1:56 from the inner edge of the right wing faceoff circle, converting a pass from behind the net from Tristan Robbins. Jonah Gadjevich also with an assist, so the Ducks started pretty much down 2-0.
Yep. Hey, how about that goal by Hunter Drew? That was pretty, wasn't it?
It was, and it was a nice setup pass from Nathan Gaucher, the first-round draft pick this year, who gave Drew the feed, and Hunter Drew in the left-wing faceoff circle, kind of moving backward toward the dot, able to one-time it past James Reimer. Drew the goal, Gaucher and Justin Kirkland the assists. That at 12-16 drew the Ducks within 2-1.
And then, like San Jose scored early in the game, couple of back-to-back goals, they did it a second time in this contest.
Yeah, they rebuilt the margin to 2 with a goal from Daniil Gushchin at 17:46. Gushchin converting a centering pass from Max Verano, and that made it 3-1 Sharks as we went to the locker room at the first intermission.
All right, and then they get another one. That was a big goal early on in the second period because the Ducks coming out of the locker room and really want to get back into the game.
Yeah, it was. Young Ducks defenseman Axel Anderson had a tough shift here. First had the puck stolen from him behind the Anaheim net, and then later in the sequence, it was an errant pass by Anderson that gave the puck back to San Jose, and ultimately the Sharks able to capitalize. Veteran defenseman